Well, Dan, it's going to be a good one. We've got some great matchups tonight. Teams trying to stay undefeated while others try to gain some ground in the region standings. Week 3 of the high school football season is here, and it is on in region play with another great slate of rivalry games. This week, big game Friday night's game of the week takes us out to Trinity, where two of the highest scoring teams in the state meet. Xavier Wary has our look at the game of the night between the Wildcats and Rebels.
Well, Max, if you take a look at the points that both teams average, tonight could be a track meet. But I want to go ahead and bring in head coach Drew Phillips of West Morgan. Coach, thank you so much for joining us.
Appreciate it.
First thing that I got to ask you, man, 83 points a week ago. You all have the most points in the state so far. Kind of talking about how that offense is clicking right now.
Well, our guys are doing a really good job each week preparing for the game. Our quarterback, Braxton Peters, has done a tremendous job getting the ball to our best players, and our offensive line is holding up blocks. So, our offense coordinator, Caleb Graham, does a great job of coming up with a game plan each week. And so, the guys are really just bought in to, they're going to get their touches, but, they have to put the work in to do that. So it's really exciting to see how explosive we were.
Yeah, explosive is the perfect word to use, Coach. Now, look, it's always good to put up points, and you don't want the other team to do that. You all gave up 53 a week ago. Kind of talk about some of the improvements that side of the ball needs to make.
Well, I felt like we were in the right spots. Brian Stiles, our defense coordinator, does a tremendous job. But, we weren't finishing the play. We weren't finishing with gang tackles. We weren't wrapping up like we should and getting to the ball and pursuing the ball like we should. So, this past week was a little bit more physical at practice, and hopefully, we'll be able to see the results of that tonight.
That's the past. Let's focus on tonight. Rather, you all play a pretty good Central team. They scored more than 40 points in each of their 2 games. Last year, you all shut them out 42-0. I don't believe it's going to be the same thing this year because I feel like that Central team's a little bit better. Talk about what you've seen from them on film.
They're a really well-coached team. Heath Wood does an incredible job. The Palmer kid at running back number 2, he's really good, and the Handback kid, so they got a good offensive line. They're really fundamental. They're explosive. They're going to be hard to tackle, and arguably, probably the best running back maybe that we'll see. So, it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of excitement. They're good on defense. They fly around. So I expect it, just like you do, Xavier, to be a really good game.
All right, Coach, and the last thing that I want to ask you is I see that it's homecoming. It should be an electric atmosphere. What are you hoping for tonight out of this crowd?
Well, I know they're going to bring it. We're going to have fireworks. We're going to have smoke coming out when the guys run out. Our DJ does an incredible job, so it's going to be an incredible atmosphere. I expect them to be loud, and and hopefully we'll give them something to cheer about.
I got a lucky game this week, Coach. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
And coming up on Way 31 News at 6, we will speak to Central's head football coach. Max, back to you.
Thanks, Xavier. You're going to want to make sure to join us tonight where the X-Men will have the full game report from our game of the week while we bring you the latest scores and highlights from across North Alabama as Big Game Friday Night returns at 10 here on Way 31 and continues at 11 on Way 31.6, This TV.